Hi guys, my name is Keith Norades, known as the leader and superior of Club LASM, aka lover of animated shows and movies. And wow, we have had a full house today. Here with Adam, Anapoke,
Hey.
Colby,
Hey yo.
Lazy Bones,
Hey, what's up?
Toda,
Hello.
and our newest member, Gilbert.
I'm here, yeah.
Okay, so first things first, how are we doing today? Since, we have 2 days until Christmas. Can you believe that?
Crazy.
Yeah, I know. My
Time goes
family
by
just got a
fast.
new TV 2 days before Christmas.
I got a new mic, recording mic, that I could have used, I guess, for this podcast, but I didn't because I'm recording this in a different room than my bedroom, so I didn't want to have to carry my microphone to the place I'm at right now, so I don't drop or break it or anything.
Oh, that's okay.
I got no idea. But I'm probably getting a Switch gift and a new laptop.
Yeah. So remember, this time we will be recording 2 different videos. Like I said, last week podcast, last Tuesday, I remember. That way we're doing 2 different videos. Am I right?
Yep.
Oh, okay, thank goodness. So, with that said, let's just get right into today's topic about the Christmas movies, right?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
Alright.
I actually kind of watched True Colors for this podcast earlier today because I thought that we were going to discuss it today, but we can leave it for next time.
Oh, that's okay.
How much pain did you feel?
It was pretty painful, not as painful as the first time, but you know.
Okay, you're fine. You're human then. Humans feel pain at True Colors. It's a fact.
I bet it must have been because of after Olivia and Union, we can't see True Colors the same way anymore.
Oh yeah. There's so much that happened. It's kind of weird looking back at that special in retrospect because so much has happened in the show since. Despite only being despite only 9 episodes coming afterwards as of now.
Yeah.
Now, it's very strange. Not that it's irrelevant. The first time I managed to watch it on Disney Now, when it came out, I was actually house sitting for my family at the time, and when I just saw that little intro, it might be intense for young viewers. It actually reminded me of Ruby. Not too long ago, it had almost the same warning.
Really?
And almost similar results.
So are we talking about the special now?
Oh, wait, that's why I was confused. Are we talking about the Christmas, or are we talking about the True Colors?
Christmas will be the first part. True Colors will be the second part.
Okay. Yes. That conversation. So how are we gonna start this?
Well, we just start while talking about our favorite Christmas movies, our favorite moments, and rate it. Perhaps I'll just start with my favorite Christmas movie, which is obviously The Polar Express because I just watched it. Just watched it again.
This song is playing right now.
Like, anyone else have a favorite Christmas movie to share? Or, any favorite Christmas movie?
Well,
I do.
My favorite Christmas movie is Home Alone 1.
Me?
Oh, that movie.
It's the original.
Yes. I just watched that the other day. It's so good.
I have a favorite Christmas movie.
Again.
I could never get into the Home Alone franchise. Not even the first movie. I don't know why. But I hear a lot of things about the last movie. Not too great.
We all know that the best Home Alone movie is Home Sweet Home Alone, right?
No. But I liked 1 and 2 better. 1 and 2 are only 2 Home Alone movies I loved. Plain and simple.
There are
There's
actually
only
only
2
two
that
Home Alone
exist,
movies.
Yeah.
The other ones
only 2
actually
exist.
don't exist.
We don't speak of them. We're
No,
not
no,
at
like,
just 1 and 2.
the club yet.
It's the same principle with the Shrek franchise. The only Shrek movies that exist are Shrek 1, 2, and Shrek Forever After. The There is no other movie
There's no
in
Shrek
between.
3.
Man,
It's when they went to
no.
Christmas.
What's wrong with Shrek the Third?
Quiet, Adam.
There are only 2 Shrek movies: Shrek 1 and Shrek 2. The others
I
don't.
never thought we'd go in
No,
comparing.
don't
Home
you
Alone
dare.
and
Okay,
Shrek.
okay. Going
Yeah.
on topic here. Okay.
Alright.
My favorite Christmas movie, I guess, would be The Christmas Carol, from Jim Carrey.
Interesting.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't hear a lot of people say that. I know my dad really likes that movie. I actually rewatched it the other night. We watched a recording of it. It's an interesting movie. I remember certain parts of it scared me when I was younger.
I think that's the whole point of the way they directed The Christmas Carol. You know, it is a frightening
Yeah.
tale. Okay?
It seems very faithful to the novel, especially.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
Or the novel.
I remember when I watched it as a kid, and I was damn freaked out over it. And then my mom, she looked it up, and it said, if it's scary, it's supposed to be scary, because that's the whole point of the book.
Jeez.
Okay, my favorite movies, speaking of Jim Carrey, are The Grinch Stole Christmas and A Christmas Story.
Oh.
Like, which Grinch do you like, Colby?
Like, which of the three Grinches did you like? The original, the Jim Carrey, or the Illumination one?
The Jim Carrey and Chuck Jones.
Ah.
I personally love the Jim Carrey one.
And A Christmas Story. Some of the
I really like
parts are so
Christmas Story.
The Christmas.
And I love the Chuck Jones Grinch. Chuck Jones Grinch actually might be my favorite Christmas animated special movie ever.
It does hold up quite well to this day. That's very, very surprising. A lot of the Chuck Jones Grinch it holds a lot today. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I really love the animation and like facial expressions in particular, and like Boris Karloff's narration and his vocal performance as the Grinch himself is just fantastic.
And I forgot to mention, there's another Christmas movie that I liked that you may not have heard of that movie. It's called Unaccompanied Minors.
Haven't heard of it.
Unaccompanied
That
Minors.
does not sound like a Christmas movie.
I seen it
No.
once on Freeform, then turned it off.
Well, Unaccompanied Minors is about these group of kids who's stuck in an airport on Christmas Eve because of a blizzard. You have to watch the movie because it's on Netflix right now. Yeah.
That does sound vaguely familiar. Never saw it, but I do remember a commercial of it on TV years ago. When was this? Do you remember?
Unaccompanied Minors. The movie was released around 2006-ish. I remember. Yeah.
That probably sounds right.
Yeah.
Haven't heard of it.
Yeah. But
My
it's on
favorite
Netflix.
Christmas movies are It's a Wonderful Life and Die Hard. Both for different
I still
reasons.
have to bring that up.
Wait,
It's a
Die Hard
Wonderful Life is my
Christmas
favorite
movie?
Christmas movie because I just love the story and everything. I think that it's a great film to look back on for its time. It's a great universal story, and it kind of has a similar feel to A Christmas Carol in a way, except it's definitely more uplifting in that sense.
Yeah, it's very. I don't mean to sound like a downer, but I think I remember watching this theory 2 years ago about It's a Wonderful Life and how dependent everyone is to that guy to the point where he can't ever leave them. Not even the angel. Even the angel was using him to get what he wanted.
Yeah, I also love Die Hard. Die Hard is it's not super joyful for a Christmas movie, but it's hella fun.
But
It's very bloody and action packed, and Bruce Willis is awesome in it, and it's one of the best action movies ever. It just happens to be around Christmas.
Hold up. Die Hard is a Christmas movie?
Yeah,
It
it
is,
takes
yeah.
place
Yeah,
around
it's
Christmas. There's Christmas
It takes
music.
place in Christmas, so people consider it one, yeah.
Mind blown.
I think I remembered the other day I was watching the Boss Baby sequel in that setting around the time was around Christmas time.
Oh,
you're
really?
gonna consider
Yeah.
the Boss Baby a Christmas movie too?
The sequel is, but not the
The
first
sequel.
one. Yeah.
There's a ton of
I'm more
movies
concerned
that,
you're watching. I'm more concerned you're watching The Boss Baby. Like, hang on, hold
there's a
up.
ton of other movies that are set around Christmas that,
Okay.
like, they're just not really holiday themed. You can just watch them anytime, like Die Hard or like Batman Returns or Shazam or Eyes
Boss
Wide
Baby
Shut.
2.
Forgot Shazam took place on Christmas.
I'm the only one who remembers that.
Yeah.
What?
It's been
Shazam
it's been
movie.
months
I watched that.
I've seen that movie on HBO. Toda, did you say what was your favorite?
Home Alone 1 and 2.
Home Alone 1 and 2. Okay, sorry. I didn't
Okay.
know if I caught that.
Well, how would you rate
I
your
like
favorite
Home Alone
Christmas
2,
movies?
Actually.
Sorry.
How would we rate what?
The movies you liked.
You mean Home Alone or?
Like any type of Christmas movie, like you said before. Like, how would you rate those films?
I would rate Home Alone 1 7. I would rate Home Alone 2 an 8. I would rate It's a Wonderful Life a 10 and Die Hard a 10.
I would say The Christmas Carol like a 9 out of 10. I would say it's pretty high on that mark when it comes to a Christmas movie and best adaptation.
I don't know what my rating for Christmas Carol or The Polar Express would be yet, but I'm kind of going from a 6 or a 7 or something like that. It's still like it's a positive rating. Like it's like above average, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
even on Rotten Tomato, 60% is still fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
was-
I would rate the Grinch 7 out of 10.
Oh, okay.
oh, I would also. Oh wait, I forgot. I would rate the Chuck Jones Grinch, the Chuck Jones original Grinch, a 10.
Okay. There's one thing we need to get out of the way. The Spider-Man No Way Home movie. You don't have to
Oh.
spoil. You don't
Yo.
have to spoil it if anyone didn't watch it. Like,
Okay, well,
just
I
Even if I
actually saw it
wanted
yesterday.
to.
all I can
Great
say,
movie.
did you enjoy it and how would you rate it?
I would rate
I thought it was
9.5
funny.
out of 10.
I mean, the whole movie is just like fan service and like references to like the other Spider-Man movies, and I had a lot of fun.
I had a magnificent time. Like, I went to the movie with my two brothers and my dad, and we like legit enjoyed the film.
Yeah, I liked. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but one thing I particularly liked about it was I liked just seeing all of the all of the characters that they brought back from like the previous franchises, like the Sam Raimi and Mark Webb movies, the Amazing Spider-Man movies. I liked how like they were able to sort of interact with each other with the MCU characters and stuff like that. I thought it was interesting, just like seeing them talk all the time, just seeing them talk and just like bouncing off each other, which was fun. I also liked what they did with Spider-Man near the end. I won't spoil what really happens, but near the end of the movie, he kind of goes into like a different direction. Like he almost like matures in a way, and he becomes sort of he kind of becomes a kind of different Spider-Man in the sense that he's not really the Tony Stark kind of Spider-Man that he was set up to be in the previous two movies. He's kind of his own guy now.
Yeah.
So for those who said that like Spider-Man wasn't Spider-Man-y enough in the previous two movies and he was trying to be too much like Tony Stark or Iron Man, that feels like sort of a response to those criticisms. So I really enjoyed the movie.
They really legit
thought
knocked
it-
that
I thought
out of the park.
It was good. Wait, which one?
I'm saying about the No Way Home movie. They really knocked it out of the park.
Mm-hmm. Would you say it's your favorite Spider-Man movie?
No, I will put it in second.
I would still
Like,
say
Spider-Man
that
Into the
third,
Spider-Verse is the best.
I was gonna say,
Oh,
if
the
you-
third
if
and
you
Spider-Verse
watch
were
it,
my
I know
favorite,
Spider-Verse is better.
after
I
watching No Way
didn't
Home,
know
I was like,
watch
I
Into the
love where
Spider-Verse
they're going.
until my family took me to
to
see
it.
it.
I would say that Spider-Verse is definitely better. I'd say I might like Spider-Man 2 better than this. Spider-Man 2 is just really good. I have a soft spot for Spider-Man Homecoming a lot, but I think this is probably up in the top 4 maybe. I'd say.
Yeah, this may surprise a lot of people, but I
It's in
have
the top
not.
4.
I have
Go ahead,
not seen Spider-Man 2, the one with Doc Ock, or The Amazing Spider-Man, the first movie, the one with the lizard.
Tobey Maguire.
Oh, really?
The one with Tobey
I
Maguire.
mean, I watched those old Spider-Man movies a lot when I was younger. Like like those movies are pretty much ingrained into my head. So like the whole like reverence for those movies and the new No Way Home movie, like the whole like references and like reverence for it. It just feels like it's almost like aimed for people like myself. Go ahead, sorry.
No, I meant I don't know why. I was younger. I guess I didn't know where or how to watch it. I seen the first movie on DVD, and then my mother took me to see the third movie in theaters. I skipped over the second movie. The same thing with The Amazing Spider-Man. Did not see the first one because I guess deep down I was a bit upset that Tobey Maguire it was not part of the Tobey Maguire movies. But my mother took me to see the second one anyway.
Well, here's
I've
my
never
take.
seen most of them, so
And I guess now I gotta see how I can be able to watch those two movies.
it kind of reminds me of what Spider-Man No Way Home did, like with bringing back all the old villains from the previous movies, like the previous villains from like the old film series, like the Raimi trilogy and the Mark Webb Amazing Spider-Man movies. Is what it kind of reminds me of what Batman Unchained was going to be. Batman Unchained was supposed to be the 5th Batman movie in the original 90s Batman film series. Like, it was supposed to be the sequel to Batman and Robin, where it was going to bring back like the Jack Nicholson as the Joker. It's going to bring back Danny DeVito as the Penguin,
It's gonna be
and
some sort of like
it's going to have all of the villains. It's going to have all the old villains that Batman previously fought coming back from the dead or something like that. And but of course, it never happened because Batman and Robin was a critical commercial dud, so it never happened, and they rebooted it with Batman Begins instead.
Jeez. Wow.
Now we're gonna see how it all play out in the Flash, huh?
Oh yeah, they're doing that. They're doing like a whole crossover thing in the Flash movie. They're gonna have they're gonna have Michael Keaton back as Batman. I think they're gonna have like the actress for Supergirl in it too, from the Supergirl TV show.
Which one?
I think it's the CW one. I don't watch
no, I meant because I don't know. I'm hearing a lot of stories when it comes to CW Batwoman. I heard some sort of controversy last month.
Yeah, I mean, I don't watch any of those CW DC shows, but I mean, I kind of wish they would just do a regular solo Flash movie first instead of doing a whole crossover thing. I think it would be more appropriate to do that, like for a third movie, like if like they already did 2 regular Flash movies and they got to the whole crossover thing, that would feel more justified instead of because this is the Flash's first movie and his first solo movie, and this is the kind of what they're doing with it.
I bear no hatred against DCEU, but this sounds like something that happened with that. What was it? It was an animated storyline with the multiverse. The beginning of that.
Flashpoint?
Flashpoint.
Yeah, it's taking inspiration from the Flashpoint comic book, which has like the Flash going back in time by accident, and like the whole universe around him has changed.
Yeah, so maybe that's why they're obviously. I think that's why they're doing it, because the DCEU, it is just somewhat of a mess.
It is, yeah.
I'm executive meddling for all that crap.
Oh yeah, I think that I really wish that that Zack Snyder's Justice League, the Snyder cut, was the theatrical version, because that would probably lead to more successful spin-off films like what the original Flash movie was going to be, or a Cyborg movie or something like that, or Ben Affleck's Batman movie.
With Christmas coming up in 2 days, we all know that. Does anyone have any plans for Christmas?
Well, in my family, it's actually tomorrow. We start Christmas tomorrow. We stay up till midnight, and we play Spanish bingo for money, like a dime from each of us each game.
So it's kind of like a New Year's type of thing. type of Christmas thing? Like New Year's and Christmas combined.
I think tomorrow I'm going to be visiting some other family from a few hours away. And yeah, I think afterwards I might be traveling into the city pretty soon. So, just after the holidays, though.
It's not nothing like too important. Like I was worried that I might have to work around Christmas Eve, but it turns out they close around. My shift is usually like it starts at 6.
Well, I'm still trying to figure out what to do with my Christmas plans. I know for Christmas we might like do a barbecue.
Oh, that's a new one.
Yeah. Like I remember, like every Christmas morning, I wear my ugly Christmas sweater and open my presents.
Did you say something, Adam? We heard you say something. You just kind of cut off a bit.
I didn't say anything, but now we're on the topic of Christmas. Just have some family round, I suppose, on Christmas Day. Usually have like a small buffet on Christmas Eve. That's quite nice. What else? Not much, really. I mean, like a typical Christmas, I guess.
Alright. Well, with that said, does anyone have any like New Year's resolutions? Like to pass on?
Hopefully, be less lazy.
I couldn't think of a resolution if I wanted to.
Being lazy is in my name.
Me too.
I got
Like,
lazy.
You couldn't stop being lazy if you wanted to. You put it in your name. You doom yourself now. You have to be lazy, otherwise it's false advertising.
I mean, I'm not called Lazy City.
I mean, he's lazy and he has bones. It's not wrong.
that's just his nickname, or is his nickname have to mean
Yeah.
something? Like,
It's okay. I mean, like, I don't have to be lazy because, I can always cheat my way out because the Nostalgia Critic claims he's the Nostalgia Critic even though he reviews movies from 6 months ago.
like Grumpy Cat Christmas.
That's a good point.
that is a good point indeed. So like, I think I remember my last year's resolution is like, hopefully I realized how much of a dark place am I have to act fast to keep up in order to prevent that from happening again. That's why I created Club Blossom. So perhaps this year I might still continue strong, get more and more focused on Club Blossom. And with this podcast,
Oh, I have no idea what to do for a New Year's resolution. No clue. I never have New Year's resolutions, to be honest.
I guess if I had to say anything, I guess be better prepared to get into next college semester.
oh yeah, my college semester, I forgot. So for my HCC, I have one like semester left. So that once I get through that semester, I'll finally like graduate HCC, and maybe I might apply to an art school.
Oh, that sounds real nice. I think I got a mutual who's in art class right now.
Really?
I tried getting into art class back in college a couple years ago, but I guess you could say I did not have the patience.
Oh,
I'm hoping to get into art soon.
Yeah, the last thing I drew was a couple weeks ago when one of my mutuals, she made an OC for Inside Job, so I thought, that was kind of fun, so I just drew one for myself. That was it. That was like 2, maybe 3 weeks ago.
Like, are you all excited for the new year? The fact that
I am.
like
I am.
it's the 23rd.
I am excited for the new shows and movies coming out.
Me too. Whose dog is that?
That's okay. That's probably my dog. I have 3 dogs in this house. One.
Yeah, my dog was barking too. I had to mute for a bit.
Well, I can honestly say that I have a dog too, but he wasn't barking.
I don't have a dog.
Oh, My family does, but not in the house. Well, it's like a family member's dog, but it's basically the family's dog and as a whole, really. But we don't have one at our house, though.
I only have a bird.
Yeah.
Birds. I love them birds.
Okay, be
I don't
honest
have
with
any
me.
pets.
Be honest with me. How much does a bird chirp? Like, does it chirp a lot?
Usually it chirps.
Not that much, like a bit. But
Sometimes
like-
it usually chirp around morning times, but I honestly don't see a bird.
yeah, right.
now.
Yeah, that time.
So with that said, thank you for being in today's podcast. Don't forget, please don't leave. We're still going to continue with this. Wait, I think
Oh,
it was
right.
just air.
With true colors.
Yeah, Amphibia True Colors will be next. So I'll just give you like at least a 5-minute break, and then we'll just continue with a second part, right? The second part.
Okay.
Like I said,
I will talk to you soon.
alright. Don't forget, and please drop a like and subscribe. So that way you'll get more on the podcast and LASM content. And if you want to become part of the club, be sure to follow at AnimationKJ on Instagram and Twitter. And with that said, I'll bid you peace. See you later. Bye. Say bye.
Bye.
Everyone.
See ya.
Bye.
And Merry Christmas.